We're parked just near Derwent water. It is busy, like really busy. I thought it was going to be busy, not quite this much. I thought I'd chance my luck. You know, sometimes you get lucky. Maybe everybody thinks, oh, I'm not going there because it'll be busy, and then nobody turns up. But yeah, it's not the case. It is absolutely rammed. The plan is to go from Derwent water. There is a river from Derwent water to bassenwaite, which I've never paddled before, so I've got to check that out. And then either head back or find some way of sort of getting back to my van. Obviously, there's just me, so I'm parking here, and then I've got to somehow make my way back. Whether that's paddling up the river, and then back over Derwent water, whether that's jumping out and thumbing a lift. Not quite as many people are keen nowadays, but we shall see. The beaches around Derwent water look like it's just crowds of people drinking and having barbecues, which is nothing wrong with. It's annoying for me because I want to park there, but there's nothing. People are obviously enjoying the outdoors. That's great as long as it's done responsibly. So yeah, I've parked at a slightly different spot. I'm gonna have to get on the River Derwent, which flows into or at least I think it flows in. We'll soon find out, but I'm pretty sure it flows into the into Derwent water. There's a few. It looks quite low now. There's a few little sort of streams that run in, so I'm hoping it kind of gets a bit deeper. But I have no idea. I wasn't planning on doing this little section of river, but it's the only place I can get parked, and it's ideal actually that it is just next to the river. So there's probably a K or two, not much at all, but yeah, we'll get on that first. We'll get packed up and get going. Hope you enjoy. One more thing to get and then we can get going. I'm sure it's going to be pretty straightforward, you know, but it's funny, isn't it? The unknown. Yeah, but we'll give it a go. I'm all packed up, or at least I think I am. There's that sort of feeling that I've forgotten something, but you know, I've got something to sleep in on as well. I've got water, I've got food, I've got something to cook on. You know, I think I'll be all right. Yeah, we'll just get in and get paddling over, and hopefully I don't have to unload and walk round and carry everything over. But all right, let's get to it. Under off. It's funny, isn't it? I'm pretty stressed out driving here. There's cars all over, there's people all over. And the minute you slide into that water with all your kit, everything with you, no care, all the stress just drains out of you. Honestly, it's just like, whew, I can relax. I've got, you know, an evening and a day floating around that water. It's nice. It's a bit shallow. we're over. I think I might have just taken a few good chunks of plastic out of the boat, mind you. We're over. It's all good. Funny, innit? I were almost annoyed that I had to get up, that I had to get in here, paddle here, into Derwent water. Now it seems daft really, doesn't it? Because he's absolutely stunning. Like already, listen, I know they're only ducks and sheep, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I don't know whether that's just the stress of just the stress of getting here and, you know, or just leaving work and etc. etc. They're a bit disappointed, you know. I'm like, oh, why don't you just get on dirt water? But this is absolutely stunning. I'm a bit beachy right now, but it's absolutely stunning. Honestly, one of the most beautiful little local paddles that I've done. Now it is absolutely, it's full of little bits of wildlife. There's a lot of birds nesting actually, and I must admit, it gives me the feeling maybe I shouldn't be here. Now it's ironic because I had a bit of a plan to speak to you about sort of access, you know, on different lakes. Might be breaking myself here. I don't know. I'll check. But I can't do much about it now. I don't think I'm doing any harm, you know what I mean? But it's absolutely beautiful to see. Absolutely stunning. It took me roughly an hour to get to the bottom of the river into Derwent water. Once there, I decided to head over to St Herbert's Island, roughly in the middle, a place where I've camped multiple times before. As I was paddling over, I could hear a noise louder and louder, and I soon realised there was a festival going on the north end. So, in an attempt to not disturb too much of the peace with the music, I turned my boat around and started paddling where I came from, hoping to distance myself as much as I could from the music coming. After another 10-15 minutes of paddling around, scouting some areas, I soon managed to find a little area. I was even lucky enough to have firewood already there. If that wasn't a sign, I don't know what was. Now, I've not brought a tent with me. Purely because it's a nice night. So sometimes when you get in your tent, you can almost be anywhere, can't you? So I thought, oh, I'll bring a hammock. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not actually a big fan of hammocks in terms of sleeping in them. I'm 6'4". They just don't seem to be long enough, so your feet end up squished and your head's squished. And yeah, they're not the best. I've not had the greatest night's sleep in them. However, I'm willing to give it another go. So, and I think, to be honest with you, two perfect trees with a view like that, I reckon I can possibly put up with it for a night. Worst comes to worst, if it really is that bad, then I can always lay it on the floor. The main thing that I need from this hammock is the fly net. Now, obviously, we can all sleep under the stars, but in the middle of summer, in the Lake District, midges are little bastards. And I don't fancy kicking with them all night. It's got a nice loose line there. Now, I did make this mistake in Canada. I cinched it up, got everything right nice and tight. I thought, oh, it's like it was the first time I used it. I thought I'll get everything tight, so I got like my top line tight, my hammock tight, everything. It was like perfect, or what I thought was perfect. And then I sat in it, and then where the fly net hooks onto the line, my hammock sank, and I just ripped all the hooks out and even ripped the net. So I spent about 2 hours in Canada sewing it up and putting new hooks on and all sorts. So yeah, just don't do it too tight. Woo! This is not good, is it? Oh, I'm gonna rip it. I've ripped it. So, right. Basically, what I was just saying then, just done again. Well, ish. Falling out of it a while, which is love it. So now I've got an hole in my fly net. Ah, she's a pain, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to fix it. I've got the thing. Bit of tape. I mean, this is all I've got. I did use this in Canada, so it's good stuff. Reefing tape. I don't really know what it's called, but yeah, it is sticky, like real sticky. And all I'll do is cut one piece off, put it on the one side, cut the other piece, put it on the other side. Sorted. Fixed. Show you. Got a bit of tape like that. Stuck it on either side, so there's now not a hole, which means that is now the side which my feet are going to go on, because my head is going to be there. Now, to be honest, my original plan was actually to get something on the way up, food-wise. So I've not actually brought anything for tonight's tea, but I've got plenty of stuff. So we're gonna have Carl's version of a Moroccan omelette, and all because this is, well, when I'm in Morocco, this is what I got for breakfast. But it's a nice little meal. So we've got a few tomatoes, a few olives, some eggs, a bit of bread, and some smoked cheese. So I think I can make a bit of scran out of that, I reckon. When I got to the camp spot, I realised there was a fire pit on the grass. Now, it's not best practice to have it on the grass, and there was plenty of suitable places just in that same area. But I sort of came to the conclusion that it was kind of big enough and bad enough that I didn't want to create another problem elsewhere, so I decided to have the fire there. But I enjoyed my omelette, chilled out around the fire for sort of an hour and a half, and decided it was time to get in my pit. I'm just in the hammock now, just got myself in bed. I don't do much solo camping actually. I do a lot of camping, or I have done a lot, over the years, loads. But I've very rarely spent the night on my own, and it's funny, innit? Because it's a bit creepy at once, really, to be honest. But anyways, got in bed. I'm regretting the hammock already, to be honest, but I'm hoping the morning makes up for it. Big day tomorrow. I'm gonna paddle over to Derwent water. Paddle across Derwent water for the length of it. Get on the middle Derwent, which leads into bassenwaite. So I've not paddled either one of them. So the rivers grade 1, grade 2. The guidebook, which I've had a look in, says it goes at most levels apart from severe drought. So we should be all right. Yeah, shouldn't be anything on there that's gonna give us any issues. Fingers crossed. And then bassenwaite, I don't think I've ever even seen it. So that should be pretty good. I'm pretty excited for that as well, actually. And then we're either going to see if we can sort of line our way back up or pull our way back up. But I have no idea. I've never seen the river. I haven't got a clue. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Worst comes to worst. Worst comes to worst, you get a taxi, don't you? But I can think of a few more creative ways of getting back than that. So yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the fire and get me head on, get some kip. So see you in the morning. Morning. I didn't sleep that bad actually. It's alright. I woke up about 4 o'clock with the sun shining through, which is the downside of not being in a tent or whichever. But yeah, it was beautiful. Anyway, I watched the sunrise for a little bit and then got made down for another few hours. So woke up about 7. Yeah, gonna get packed up. Just got a brew on now. Just have a morning coffee and we'll get going. We'll head on over. Wow. I've been in the shade all morning and yeah, the sun's warm, real warm. Once it's out. We're a bit cold, a bit chilly this morning, to be honest. Just in a little ditch where the sun don't get to in the morning. We just got to the mouth of the river now. Yeah, it's nice. It's real well, as far as I can see, it's real smart. We've obviously paddled through Derwent water. It's quite big, expansive. You can sort of see. There's plenty of islands. There's mountains on either side. You've got Cap Bells running on the left, Skiddaw, Glencathra. Really nice, but it's all really sort of closed in. The mouth of the river, literally 20 metres that way. I've just pulled over now. Yeah, smart. We're going to get cracking and see what it provides. But if it's half as nice as the river that we did yesterday, yeah, it's going to be good. I'm pretty excited. So, I'm going to have to drink this. I keep spilling it. I've got a Lidl providing the goods. Definitely near a bit of high water, or a little rapid maybe. Pretty good. If you managed to get to this point, you're doing pretty well. And it'd be much appreciated if you could drop us a like. If you want to see how I did paddling my way over to bassenwaite, the best ever steak sandwich, and watch me battle my way back up, hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with part 2. Thanks again, and happy adventuring.